Caitlin Clark seen carrying a baby at Indiana Fever game amid injury absence. Caitlin Clark may be offering her babysitting services while unable to provide her basketball ones. Clark was seen carrying a toddler around CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore on Wednesday night. Clark was not active for the Indiana Fever's game against the Washington Mystics, as she sat out with a quad injury. Sports Illustrated reported that the child is the son of Indiana assistant coaches Karima Christmas Kelly and Austin Kelly. Clark's Fever went on to lose to the Mystics in her absence. The team announced on Monday that Clark will miss at least 2 weeks with the quad issue. However, Fever head coach Stephanie White said there is a silver lining to Clark not being able to play. SPRK's Kelsey Plum DLVR's TAUNT after below the wing by Sky's Angel Reese on layup. I think it's a great opportunity for Caitlin to watch the game from the sideline, to grow in a coaching kind of mindset and see some different things that we might be talking about on film, addressing in practice to see it develop in live action. White said, via CBS Sports. As players, you see the game in a micro viewpoint, and when you're on the sideline and you're watching it as a whole, you get to see it a different way from a macro viewpoint. I think it's gonna give her a unique perspective, and she's gonna come back better, and it's gonna help us be better. It is great to grow when you're on the floor, but you also see the game at different levels when you're not on the floor, White added. You see it at 1 level or 2 levels when you're on the floor, and you often equate it to being in a coach's mindset, being in a coach's viewpoint. Listening to us and our conversations, whether it's in practice or on the sidelines, talking about what our emphasis is, what we're looking for, and you see it from a different perspective. Clark will be out for the team's upcoming games against the Connecticut Sun and Chicago Sky. The earliest Clark would return is June 10 on the road against the Atlanta Dream. Cameras caught Caitlin Clark having heated words for refs while sitting out game. Caitlin Clark sat out her first game of the season Wednesday night as she's dealing with a quad injury that will keep her out for at least 2 weeks. But that didn't mean she wasn't locked into the action during the Indiana Fever's 83-77 loss to the Washington Mystics. Clark, who spent a lot of time signing autographs before the game, was seen having some words with the refs while the teams left the court for the halftime break. The 23-year-old superstar walked towards the officials while voicing her displeasure with something she thought they missed during the first half. The loss was the second straight for the Fever, who are now 2-3 on the season. They will be back in action Friday night when they host the Connecticut Sun. It will be interesting to see how they do during their time without Clark.